Yugi Bros!
So let's talk about Chaos Space. What's up, Yugi Bros? It's Connor. I know most of the stuff I do on my channel is Speed Duel related, but I did say I wanted to try to keep up with regular Yu-Gi-Oh! As well. But we have a lot of Yu-Gi tubers for that, so I figured I'd just touch on some stuff that maybe either they haven't been talking too much about yet, or if they have, at least give my own thoughts and opinions. So let's talk Chaos Space. This was a card revealed in Toon Chaos. Speaking of which, Toon Chaos is pretty cool. I know a lot of people are giving it flack right now, but there's actually a lot of cool cards in here. Toons actually get a lot of buffs. I don't know if, it'll bring Toons into the limelight, but hey, if some of these Toon cards hit speed duels, I'd like to really see what Toons could do. The Chaos cards are definitely cool. I really like all of them. We got the Phoenix Gear Free structure deck cards in here, which means we're not getting that structure deck, but that's fine. Then we got some of the Fluffle reprints, some of the extra stuff, the Magician of Hope and stuff. Then we have reprints that a lot of people are giving flack to, and while I understand that like something like Sangan, Witch of the Black Forest, Driver, Dark, you gotta give credit. The Chaos cards are in here, like Curse of Dragonfire, stuff like that doesn't really seem like it fits. You get BLS, Chaos Emperor, Chaos Sorcerer, and don't forget, 15 of these cards get the Collector's Rare. So I definitely love to see something like Envoy and Beginning of the End both get the Collector's Rare treatment. But also, like, we got some good reprints, like Acid's in here, Dian's in here, Bamboozling is in here. Desires, even though, it's got a million reprints already, that's probably going to get a Collector's Rare. Obviously, Extravagance, we all knew about that one. So there's a lot of good stuff in this set. I think this set's going to be solid. But moving on to why you guys are here. Chaos Space. This card is kind of insane. You send one light or dark monster from your hand to the graveyard, add a light or dark monster that cannot be normal summon or set from your deck to your hand with a level of 4 to 8, and with a different attribute from that monster. So if you send a light, you add a dark level 4 to 8, and if you send a dark, you add a light level 4 to 8. And then in addition to that, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one of your banished light or dark monsters that cannot be normal summon or set, place that monster on the bottom of your deck, and then draw one card. So good recursion, good recyclability, gives you an extra draw, which is kind of insane. But also just the amount of search cards. I went into Dueling Book and I typed in all the options, and I couldn't even fit them all into one Dueling Book deck. So these are all the dark targets. And I have a separate thing for all the light targets. So we'll go into it. I want to touch on literally every option. And obviously there are some that are way better than others. There's some on here that are really terrible, like Wall Shadow, for example. But hey, like let's just go through this. So you can search the Pendulum Chaos Emperor, which we are getting in Battles of Legend Armageddon later this year. You can search regular Chaos Emperor Dragon, which unfortunately has an errata, so not too many people would probably be searching this, but still. You could search Levianeer, which is a really good card. You could search Dark Arm Dragon, Chaos Sorcerer, the Dark Creator, Iron Dragon Tiamatron, which is actually a pretty cool card. It's one of my favorites in current Yu-Gi-Oh! Destiny Hero Plasma, which seems kind of OP in the right deck. Curse Necrofear, Umbrium Rage, I don't know, I'm gonna butcher it, but it's the Dark Elemental Lord. Berserk Dragon, you probably won't be searching this. Black Dragon Collapse Serpent, these are probably gonna stay at 1 now, because they're searchable, which is kind of insane. Blue Mountain Butter Spy, you guys remember this card? Gandor Giga Rays, we don't have this, OCG Land has it, I think it's banned in OCG Land. Either way, when this finally makes its way over here, it's searchable, which is kind of insane. Legendary Maju Garzette, the BLS that has the most beautiful artwork ever, but its most terrible effect. Malefic Blue Eyes White Dragon, for all you Malefic fans. Orbital Highlander, which if we didn't get like just the better version of this, which is Gizmek, this might have actually seen play. Punishment Dragon, Thunder Dragon Duo. So, if Thunders didn't have enough ways to get this card, now you have another one. Gofu, if that ever comes back. Probably won't. Cosmo Brain, which I didn't even know what this did. It must first be special summoned by sending a non-effect monster from hand to the face-up field of the grave. Gains 200 attack for each tribute. I don't know. You could tribute an effect monster, special summon a normal monster from hand deck. I guess it's normal monster support. Dark Eradicating Warlock. We're not playing that. Dark Magician Knight. Dark Necro Fear. Destiny Hero Dogma. If you want to half your opponent's life. Exodian Necros. FA Dark Dragster. The Flower Guardian. Boar. Flower Guardian Butterfly. Flower Guardian Moon. Gear Spring Spirit. Guardian Dread Scythe, which is kind of crazy. The Nordic Serpent that I'm not even gonna attempt to say. Kage Kage. Remember this back in the day as well. Luna the Dark Spirit. Metal Soa, of all things. Overtext can be searched. I didn't even realize that, which is hilarious to me. Red Eyes Alternative Black. Red Eyes Black Metal. Toon Dark Magician Girl. Toon Summon Skull. Trap Eater, which is actually a pretty cool tech. So if you're already playing this card and your opponent has like continuous traps that you want to get rid of, you side this in and you can still also search this as well. Vampire Genesis and Wall Shadow. Quick thing to note, I actually don't have, because Dueling Book doesn't have them yet. I'm sure we could actually go find them if we type in the new... Yeah, so obviously it can also search, but it can also search the new Chaos cards, Chaos Creator, Chaos Daedalus, Chaos Valkyria. So, those are the dark targets. Let's talk about the light targets. There's less of them, but there's still a good amount, no less. BLS, which is crazy. Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon. Judgment Dragon. Previously, I don't know if we had a way to search Judgment Dragon that was, like, not convoluted and ridiculous. I think there's a Lightsworn that searches it, or a trap that... But yeah, this is a much better. Light Ray Daedalus. Yeah, guys, the Light Rays get support here. Light Ray Diabolos. Light Ray Gearfried. Silent Magician, for the people that don't know about this. This card's actually running quite a bit of money, I think. But that's searchable through this, as well as Silent Swordsman. The Light Elemental Lord. Spiral Sleeper. It's freaking Spiral Sleeper, guys. White Dragon Wyburster, Blue Eyes Toon Dragon, the Legendary Knights Tamias, Hermos, and Critias, Bujin Hirume, Buster Gungnil the Cubic Behemoth, Diana the Light Spirit, Anishishin's Chancellor, Phyllis Lightsworn Archer, Gearfried the Swordmaster, another Cubic Doom Emperor. I'm not even going to start. Masterpiece, not the good Masterpiece, unfortunately. This was the True Drago Slayer, the one before the actual True Drago deck came out. It's not the good one. Mirage Knight, Photon Thrasher for you ABC fans, Photon Vanisher, Silent Magician level 8, Silent Magician Swordsman level 7, Soul Drain Dragon for anyone that remembers this card, Striping Panther or Partner, I'm sorry. Super Anti-Kaiju War Machine Mecha Dogoron. That's a mouthful. Wolf Lightsworn Beast, and Zap Mustang. So there are a lot of options. As far as I remember, it's 78 different options, which is kind of insane. 78 current in the game, not including, the ones that you can get through this. Actually, can you get Toon BLS? Yeah. Oh, no, it's Earth. I'm sorry, you can't. Oh, that's too bad. I didn't realize they didn't make it a light monster. Alright, so you can't search Toon BLS. But hey, you search everything else, and Toon BLS has its own searchable cards. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to talk about those real quick. There's a lot of options. I mean, obviously, I think, like, meta-relevant, you can grab this, you can grab this, you can grab this. If this ever becomes good again, you can grab it. Tiamaton is scary. This is the column-based card. It's really strong when it goes off. Plasma for those, effect negation decks. That's pretty ridiculous. And obviously the little baby Chaos Dragons. And then from the lights, BLS, Alternative, if Blue Eyes ever gets played again. Judgment, if you ever want to actually play it in Lightsworn now. Also, you could mix this with the Twilight Sworn to make this card super relevant with this, and Punishment Dragon for that matter. The Light Rays, the Silence. Yeah, there's a lot you can do, and I think this Chaos cards in general are actually really, really strong. So yeah. Oh, last thing I wanted to touch on real quick. Toon page flip. Italian Yu-Gi-Oh actually got, or at least they're the ones I've seen from it that had it first. First of all, gorgeous artwork. It has Shining Palace turning the page on Toon World. It's a quick play spell. If you control Toon World, reveal 3 Toon monsters with different names from your deck. Your opponent randomly chooses one. Special summon the chosen monster, ignoring its summoning conditions, and shuffle the rest back into the deck. That's super strong for Toons. Also with a gorgeous artwork, no less. And it's a quick play spell, so either turn. That's solid. Toon's got a lot out of this. So just wanted to touch on that real quick because Wikia still doesn't seem to have page flip, but it has everything else. But yeah, guys, those are the Chaos Space targets. What do you think? I know the applications are endless. It's crazy. These new cards look sick too. Chaos Creator's solid. Daedalus is solid for field spell if you have light and dark decks. Valkyrie is good. There's just a lot going on here for Toon Chaos that I think a lot of people are overlooking because at first glance they're just seeing like Sangan and Witch and random cards like the random mass heroes nobody wants, like Goka and Vapor and stuff, and they're all just like, oh, this set's so terrible. But it's like you got to look at it as a whole, guys, instead of like specifics, so. But guys, what do you think about Toon Chaos? Do you think this is going to be like one of the best sets of the year? Do you think it's going to be a dud? Leave your comments down below. I think personally with the collector's rare, it definitely holds some type of value, or at least it will, for the years to come. But let me know, and comment, like, and subscribe as always. Click that notification bell to get all of our latest updates, and I can't wait for this extravagance reprint.